Hello, my amazing artists. Today, we are going to be making some super awesome artwork. But obviously, I am not here with you. So you have our amazing sub who is super excited to be creating some art with you today. Now, I want you to make sure that you are treating her just like you do me, showing respect, following all those directions, and just being your amazing self. Now, before I get into talking about what we're going to do today, you know that we have to start our class off the same way every day. And just because I'm not here doesn't mean we're going to do any different. So let's start by saying our art classroom mantra together. All right, I want you to say it with me. I am positive. I am creative. I am mindful. I am amazing. I am an artist. Good. All right, so let's use that artist mindset to make some awesome collaborative artwork today. You heard that correctly. I said the word collaborative. Collaborative means that we are working with others to create one part of a big artwork. So today, each one of you is going to get a piece of paper. That piece of paper is going to have some kind of a line on it. And at first it doesn't look like much, but when we put all of these artworks together, we're gonna make a super awesome, very large mural that is gonna get to be hung out in the hallway. But we kind of want it to be a secret. We don't want to tell Miss Duham. We want her to see this mural when it is hung up nice and big and beautiful and just be surprised once the whole thing is up. So, shh. Now, our artwork that we're going to be making today is based off of an artist named Romero Britto. That's right, burrito, not burrito. I know we like Mexican food, but it is burrito, B-R-I-T-T-O. So, can you guys say Romero? Good. Burrito. All right, Romero Britto. And his artwork is super neat and uses patterns. That's our big word for today, patterns, because we are all going to be making lots and lots of patterns. To make his patterns, he uses three major elements of art: colors, lines, and shapes. So, you guys are each going to get a piece of paper, as well as each table is going to get a pattern worksheet, just a little examples, some idea sheets that you can use to help you during this artwork. And we're going to get started. So let's look at what we're going to make today. All right, friends. So you have your piece of paper that has been passed out to you. And if you have the diagonal, it does not matter which way we draw on, okay? But before we draw anything, we are going to write our name on our artwork. So we always start the same way. The first thing I do is always the same. I pick up my pencil and write my name. So using a pencil, please do not use a Sharpie. Using a pencil, go ahead and write your name, and don't forget your teacher code because we may be needing to work on these more than one class. All right, so your name, and remember your teacher code, the first initial of your teacher's name, and your grade level. Once you have written your name on your paper, flip it over so that you can see your line. So you either have a diagonal line, or my older students, you have a curved line like this. All right, now you are going to go ahead, you are going to put your pencils away because we don't need them anymore. We are actually going to start with our black marker, okay? So once you have your paper, I want you to divide your half of the paper into 5 or 6 sections. Now, again, if you have the diagonal paper, we are only drawing on one side. Say it with me, one side. So if I decide to draw up here at the top, I'm going to leave this bottom part blank. White, nothing is going to be there. This top part, we're going to divide it into 5 or 6 parts. So using our Sharpie, I want you to just go ahead and use your Sharpie, your black marker right away. Don't draw it with the pencil first. We're gonna draw a line. It does not matter how we divide it up. You don't have to do it just like me. All right, so that makes 1, 2 sections. I draw another line. That makes 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so we're gonna stop there. All right, so we're going to be adding patterns to this, but for my older students, you have a piece of paper that looks like this. It's got a curved line on this. You are going to do the same thing we did here. You're just going to be using this shape. So, same thing, split this up into 5 or 6 sections. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you can make a 6th one if you kind of split it up in a way that works. So don't make any more than 5 sections here, okay? Now, on your table, you have an idea sheet for our patterns. You do not have to just use these patterns, but these are a few ideas for you, if you are wanting to use them. One thing I want you to make sure of is that you make your patterns big, okay? All the lines and the shapes that we're using, I want you to make them large. So if I choose to make my lines in here, notice I'm going from one side of that shape to the other. I'm not making them super close. I want to make them nice and large because remember, whatever you draw, you are going to have to fill in. All right, you're going to have to color anything that you add here. So if you make all of those details teeny tiny, you're going to be coloring until I get back, and that's a long time. So make sure whatever you are adding is large. Fill up the space. If you use shapes, you're going to make those big as well. All right, so we're going to work on filling in these shapes. All right, so I think that we are ready to color. For coloring, I want you to pull out your markers. Remember, they are in the top drawer of your table organizer, and the number on top matches your number on the corner of your table. So pull out those markers. Don't forget to grab a baby wipe so you can wipe them down and sanitize them after each use. And then I want you to color in your patterns that you have drawn. Now, when you are coloring, I want you to take your time, color as neatly as you can, fill in all the spaces in the half of your paper that you drew your patterns on. You really don't want to have any white left when you're all done. You want to color it all in. Again, we may be working on this for more than one class period, so don't rush through it. Now, if you look while I'm coloring, you'll notice that I go a little bit slower around my lines. I tend to even trace. And then I speed up on the middle, allowing myself to fill in a little bit more space without getting outside of my lines. The other thing I want you to remember is that we are looking at patterns, things that repeat. And we want to do patterns with more than just our lines and shapes. So think about making patterns with your colors as well. For instance, on this one that I'm coloring right here, I have done every other stripe pink, and then I can choose another color like this blue here to fill in all the other ones. So when I'm done, my pattern with my colors is going to be pink, blue, Pink, blue, pink, blue. Those colors repeat over and over again. So think about how you can do patterns. When you are coloring in areas that have shapes, like my area with the triangles or my circles, think about coloring the background one color and then your shapes another color. All right, friends, so let's get to work with coloring as neatly as we can. Filling that in. Again, don't rush. It is okay if you don't finish this project today. We will work on them in the future before we put them up. All right, have fun. All right, guys, so that's it. Once you have finished, if you do finish, then you should have little to no white left on the area that you were coloring. Now, I do want you to notice, like I said before, notice I only colored in half of my paper. I left one side white. I didn't touch it. Nothing on it. All right. My picture right here that has the curve, I left the outside of the curve, that negative space. I left that white colored in the bottom here, okay? So again, if this does not get finished today, it is okay. Leave it. We will work on it at another time in another class and in order to finish them. And I can't wait to see these when I get back. They're gonna look awesome. I just know it. And I can't wait to be able to hang up this super awesome collaborative mural. All right, have fun, be awesome today for my sub, and I can't wait to hear what you guys did when I get back. Bye.